Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, and a fascinating debut puzzle today. Very much an arrow Sudoku. We've just got one odd circle in the corner. Give it a try, jump onto the puzzle if you want, but I'm going to first of all mention that it is very much worth joining our Patreon. Every month we bring you a new Sudoku hunt or similar, and this month, July the 1st was the date we launched Cryptic, a sea monster group of puzzles, and they've been very popular, I'm delighted to say. So do check those out. You can also go onto the links under the video to find our apps, where you can find Arrow Sudoku amongst the stable of apps. We have others as well, and they're all very good value, we feel. And there's also, of course, links to the Discord server, to Sven's SUDOKU PAD, our merchandise. You can check it all out and engage with the channel in any way you choose, and we welcome it very much. But today's puzzle is from Zero Ultra. I love that this is called Quadrants by Zero Ultra. A couple of unusual letters, Q and Z, getting a run out there. I remember doing some sort of quiz or puzzle hunt competition. 13 celebrities were named on a piece of paper, and you had to work out that they were using the 26 letters of the alphabet, one each for a first name and one each for a surname. And it was very helpful to the puzzle maker that Zachary Quinto had a certain amount of fame. Now, as someone who hasn't watched an episode of Star Trek since the days of William Shatner, he wasn't known to me, but I did. When I did find his name, I was very impressed by how helpful he was. And similarly, Zero Ultra has helped us with a puzzle beginning with Q and a constructor beginning with Z. So we're getting a bit of completion and diversity in those areas. Anyway, I know nothing about this puzzle, except there seem to be quite a few arrows in it. I'm going to go through the rules now. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So we've got 1 to 9 in every row, column, and every 3x3 box. Now, digits on an arrow sum to the number in the attached circle, so those two will add up to that. You can have repeats on such arrows. I can see one arrow where I think there must be repeats. And a filled grey circle contains an odd digit. There's only that one in the corner, to be honest. So those are the rules. Quite simple in terms of what they mean. Don't know if the puzzle is. You can check the video length to find out maybe. I'm going to start now and say, let's get cracking. And I'm going to start with this big old arrow down here. Right, in this box, the minimum value for those 3 digits is 6, being 1, 2, and 3. The minimum value in this box is another 3, being 1 and 2. And that is all going to add up to 9, which is the maximum for this circle. So we can write all of these in. That is absolute must. And gives us a start. Now this grey odd digit can't be 1, 2, 3, or 9, so that's got to be 5 or 7. 8 in this box can't be on one of those two cells, so it must be on one of those two. This can't be 9, that can't be 9. These two can't be 1 or 2 because they're forming a pair in the box already. So this is either 3, 4 or 3, 5. Now, how do I know that it's confined to those two possible pairings? Because we've got to add another number from this cell and come up with something that's not more than 9. So the minimum here is 3, 4, minimum here is 1, that's 8. That leaves us 1 degree of freedom. So we can go up by 1 here to make this 3, 5, by 1 here to make this 2. Can't do both of those, but this must be 8 or 9. And what does that get me? I don't know. This 4 in this box can't be on one of these two because... Oh, that's really weird. Okay, I was about to say 4 also can't be on the arrow which has 8 on its circle. And not only is that not necessarily true, it is actually demonstrably false, I've just worked out, and I'm going to demonstrate why. Right, look at this cell and this cell. What can't they be? And the answer is that this 1, 2, 3 group sees both of them. That's rather brilliant. So the minimum value for each of those is 4, and I'm filling those in because the maximum value for this circle is 8, now that we've got a 9 in the box already. So not only can 4 be with 8, it definitely is. And these two, well, this group of cells is from 5, 6, and 7. So that's 1 or 2, and we've got a 1-2 pair there. Okay, 8 is looking at that cell, so that's a 9. That leaves us our degrees of freedom here, so I can't adjust those. We need a 9 in box 3. It's got to be in one of those circles. It can't be here on the arrow or it would get too large. Now, 3 is in one of those cells and 1 and 2 are there. This digit has to be more than 1, 2 or 3. Now I'm going to write in 4, 5, 6, 7 and 5, 6, 7, 8 in the circle and then think about what that does to this. What is the maximum number here? The maximum number here is the biggest difference you can find between these. Well, that comes from making that 4 and that 8, but that's not going to work. 4 would appear to be the maximum digit here, but actually it can't be 4, because if that was a 4, this would also be a 4 to make 8. So that is not a 4, that is 1, 2 or 3, and now we've got a triple. And that was kind of the thing I was looking for. Now I have to just use it in some way. Well, this cell can't be 1, 2 or 3 now. I'm going to have to put 8 as a possibility there as well. That's annoying. I don't know, somehow there's a barrier between marking 4 and 5 cells that I respond to, but 4 and 5 candidates in a cell. I don't like having to mark 5 because it just looks like I'm filling in everything possible like a machine would or something. 3 and 1, 2 again apply to this cell. So this is 4, 5, 6. Well, again, there's the 5 candidates, but this is surely limited. Oh, no, it's not. That could even be a 4. Oh, no, this can't be 4. Look, it sees a 4. Right, that's good news. 5, 6, 7 or 8 there. I was going to say this has to be 1, 2 or 3, but there is a way for this still to be 4. Oh, hang on, these two, right. Right, again, maximum difference between, let's fill in the possibles here, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maximum difference between those two is 5. If you had a 4 there and a 9 there, this could go up to 5. Maximum difference between these two is actually not even that much. 5 and 9. That leaves 1, 2, 3 or 4 there. And now we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quintuple in column 8. And that means this is 6 or 7, which is huge. This this corner can only be 7 or 8. We're not getting a 3 in the corner on the right side of the grid. That is 7 or 8. This is 1 or 2. And I thought I was going somewhere with that, and it seems to have petered out. Now, something I could... Oh, well, here's something. That obviously makes this cell 6, 7, 8, or 9. Because the minimum value of those is 1, 2, and 3. Now, something I would normally have looked at in one of these puzzles is the fact that there are 5 arrow cells here. They all see each other. In fact, that can't even be as low as 5. So the minimum value for these is 1, 2, 3, 4 there, plus 6 there. The total for these circles has to add up to at least 16. Now, you may be thinking that at least 16 in 2 cells must involve a 9, but be very careful, because they could both be 8, and that wouldn't break any rules. So this is 8 or 9, I reckon. If they... I don't know. There must be some sort of interplay between these things. Only one of these can be a 9. I'm sorry, I know that's an obvious thing to say. Oh gosh. I think there's a parity thing. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Oh, this is ridiculous. I can do a parity thing. Simon did this in a video recently. Okay, look at... This is crazy. But this area is all complete arrows and their circles that I've highlighted, apart from that actually. So this is all complete arrows and their circles. Now, what is interesting about that is every time you get an arrow and its circle, it adds up to an even number, because the arrow adds up to X, the circle adds up to X, the arrow plus the circle adds up to 2X, that's always even. So this area that I've highlighted is definitely got an even total. I have no idea what that number is, and I almost don't care. It's an even total. If I take a 4 out of it, it's still an even total. If I take a 1-2 pair out of it, which add up to 3, okay, I can do that. Now it's got an odd total, the purple area. I add that, which is odd, and now the purple area has an even total. And this cell, I know it's parity. And the reason I know that cell's parity is because if this purple area is even, I know a secret about every column in a Sudoku, and every row and every box. They always add up to 45. Don't tell everyone, but it's fascinating. They always add up to 45 because they're totaled from 1 to 9. Now, 3 of those totals from 1 to 9 are going to add up to 135, which is odd. But the purple area is even, so that cell is odd, which is crazy. And I mean, maybe this isn't even going to help, but I've now found this is odd, which is not 9. It can't be 1. It can't be 3, because that can't be a 1-2 pair. So it is 5 or 7. Now I've got a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 quintuple, and that can't be 5. That hasn't proved a lot. Oh, it can't be 4 either, because I've got an actual 4 here, so it has proved something. That's a 3. That's good. Okay, sorry if you were shouting that at me. I still haven't resolved those two. That's either a 2-4 or a 1-5 pair. That hasn't given me anything else. Oh, come on. 5 or 7 there. Now, this digit can't be 1 or 2. That is 3, 4, 5, or 6. Did I mispronounce one of those numbers? It felt like I did. This maximum 4, and it can't be a 3. So 1, 2, or 4 there, I reckon. I don't know. That hasn't really advanced me a great deal, has it? Oh, I still think I'm missing something with these arrows. Maybe a totaling thing. Didn't I say earlier, only one of these can be 9? And I know that's a very obvious thing to say. No, I was going to say that can't be 9. But unfortunately, all I know is it can't have a 5-4 arrow, because that would see them both, which is kind of interesting. One of these is an 8. Oh, what's going on here? 1, 2, and 3. I've got a pair there, and one of those is 1, 2, or 3. So one of them isn't 1, 2, or 3. One of them is 4 or 5. Oh, I wish I knew it was 5. Or even 4. I don't mind. Actually, I wish I knew. I don't know. Sorry, I'm getting myself confused now. Okay, I'm stuck there. I think there might be a conclusion to be reached with those, and the fact that one of these arrows doesn't have any of 1, 2, 3 on it. But if that's a 4, that has to be a 5. And that's impossible. This can't be a 4. Right, this can't be a 4, because that would have to be a 5, and that would make this cell impossible. Yes, okay, that'll do. So that is part of a 1, 2, 3 triple, and now this cell is 4 or 5, so is this. They add up to 9, and that 9 goes in here, and this is not a 9. That was good. There was something to be done there. My instinct was right. Now, the maximum difference there is between 8 and 5. That's still 3. The maximum difference between those... Oh, yeah, 7. Okay, I don't know. I'm looking at the wrong stuff now. One of those is a 4. 4, 5 here. Can't go on this arrow. So I think it's either 1, 2, 6 equals 9 or 1, 2, 3 equals 6. I don't see any other way to do this. 1, 2, 3 or 6. And definitely 2 and 1. Now what about this? Ah, there's a 1 or a 2 there. Right. If this was an 8, you couldn't have both 1 and 2 here. This would have to be 1, 3, 4. So if it was an 8, it's 1, 3, 4. Now if it's a 9, there are 3 ways to make it up, but 1, 2, 6 is not allowed because it would break this cell. So it's either 2, 3, 4 or 1, 3, 5, and the common digit there is 3. And look, 3 is in one of those cells, it's in one of those, it now has to be in one of these. That's lovely, what a lovely step. So that's a 1, 2, 3 triple. This is 6 in the circle. This is not 6. That's a 7, 8 pair. This is 6. That doesn't resolve these two. It makes this 7. This is 5. This is 6. We get 1. Now we're away. 2 there. 4 here to make the 9 sum. That's good. That's a 5 now. 5 and 4 resolved there. Is this not? No, it's not. Right, this can't be 4. And we can't have 5 here either. Ooh. The biggest difference between those two is now 2. So that's not a 3. 3 must be here. That must go with a 5 to make 8. Oh, now we're flying. Cooking with gas and all of that. 2 there. That's a 6. That's an 8. 1 and 2. That's a 7. We'll come back to you, Mr. 7, in a second. And the last 3 columns are all done. Right. 7 here. That can't be 2 anymore. This can't be 4. 4, 3 is possible, or 1, 6. Right, but this arrow... I was going to say it has to have a 3 on it. That's not quite true. It could be 4, 5 arrow, I think. And this must add up to 7, 8 or 9. Okay, not quite done there. Now, there's no 1 here, so, except me, I'm here. So that's a 2, 3, 4 triple, making the 9. That's good. Now we've got 5, 8, 9 up here. What's this to make the difference? It could be 1 or it could be 3. I don't think 2 works anymore. This is a 4, 6, 7 triple, so that's not 7 and this isn't 4. The difference between them is anywhere from 1, 2 or 3. This is a 1, 5, 8 triple. We get a 7 in row 2. 1, 5, 8. So that's 1, 5 or 8 as well. And in fact, it's not 5. And it's not 1. That one can't be 1. This one can't be 5. They have to be the same. They are 8s. Lucky 8s. That's become a 3. That's very clear in the column. That makes this a 6 and finishes off the 7 arrow. We've nearly, I'm feeling like we've got most of the arrows done now. We've got the column 6 finished. I was about to say box 2, but it's not quite. Now, what are these? 3 and 4, yes. 3 and 4 is the minimum digits there and gives the maximum sum there. So, very straightforward. 6, 4, 2. That's not a 2. We get a 2 in box 1. This hasn't resolved anything. 1 and 9 here. 5, 6, 7 triple here. And therefore a 3, 4, 8 triple here. Well, we know exactly where the 8 goes then. And we get our last circle filled in. That's the only circle we haven't filled in. 5 and 9 can go in there. This is nice now. 2 and 4. Getting on very well with this. 7 and an 8, 9 pair. 6 and a 2, 3 pair. Oh look, 8 is looking up to the top of the grid and telling me all about that. 5 there must mean 3 to go to make 8. That's a 1. We're not going to get 3 in the corner, are we? It's not going to happen for us today. 6 there. Can't happen every day. 3 and 4. Now we're definitely not. Actually, I was still hoping we might, but we're not. 5, 7, 3. This is a naked 9. Yeah. That gives us a 9 down here. The 9 has sorted out 1 and 9. We really are just in finishing off mode now. 6 and 8. This is nice though. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this puzzle at all. It's a good old arrow Sudoku, very like the standard of a lot of the puzzles in our app, our Arrow Sudoku app. So do think about getting hold of that. So 17 minutes solved, not too bad. Video will probably be about 21 minutes, and that's a good one. So thank you very much, Zero Ultra. Thank you for watching as always. Hope you had fun with the puzzle, which was nice, I thought. Really nice puzzle. And I hope to see you again soon on the channel. Bye for now.